Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin. Thanks for being here today. OldPuebloCoin.com, TucsonCoinShow.com. As always, like, share, subscribe. Today, we're talking about something that happened 4 years ago. Like all good things that happen every 4 years, Olympics, presidential elections, leap year, things need to be reviewed once in a while. And I'm looking back on the design modification and change of the Silver Eagle in 2021. And this is something that I got this set in, and it just had me thinking about it because at the time that we reacted to this, and now I get to look at it again with fresh eyes 4 years later and think about, well, what really happened here? Do I like it? Do I not like it? There's just a lot to chat about on the redesign of the American Silver Eagle, which is one of the most one of the most dramatic design changes in modern numismatic history. I think once again the obverse design changes leave me somewhat flummoxed. So the date getting larger, I'm okay with, but the script changing from something that is, I think, very refined looking to something that is quasi-wonky, and I realize it's supposed to emulate the original font from the old coins. It just doesn't hit. It feels a little bit like you're trying to be retro now when you could be nowtro, right? It's just a different thing. The other thing about the design is the softening of the design, which, as I have them both in front of me, when I talk about the softening of the design, just look at all the elements on the left here and how sharp they are versus how subdued and soft all the design elements are on the newer coin. This I actually kind of like. It's a little bit softer. There's a lot more detail here in like the flag and the dress, but it feels a little bit more forced, and this feels a little bit more fluid in a way. But of course, the big redesign on this coin was the reverse, which was completely different. And there's just a question about eagles once again, right? Here you've got what is known as the heraldic design eagle. And this one, I don't know that there's a term for it. It's just, coming down. Flying eagle, right? I think one of the things that's intriguing to me about these is, you have, and this is a small thing, but you have the designer's initials on the coins. And I see that the location on the one on the left is just kind of tucked up in the design. I don't understand the concept of putting the designer initials kind of in the open. Like those should be tucked away somewhere, it feels like to me. The older Silver Eagles, I never really felt like that design hit, right? So they're going after something that looks more like a traditional looking, so this is off of a bust dollar. And granted, for a numismatist, we look at these and say, oh man, that's beautiful. Also, that bird is anemic, right? I mean, I still like the design, but be fair, that's an anemic bird. But here on the modern Silver Eagle, the bird feels like forced. Like I don't think an eagle actually ever looks like that, ever. I mean, unless you're like flying it. So, not that I'm an eagle expert, because I'm not. Having said that, we have lots and lots of designs with eagles on them. And I always find it interesting to see kind of what all the different things are. This is actually on a coin most of you have probably never seen. I would guess you've never seen. This is actually a 2023 platinum piece. Let freedom grow. Here we go, Liberty. And another platinum piece. You actually have another eagle here. Very different stylized design. It's pretty interesting looking at some of the different sets of things that have been made. I still think that on the eagle's front, here's a gold piece. Never a big fan of this design or that design or that design. Here's a US Philippines piece that I find to be more intriguing. Now, Maybe it's just because the eagle has the shield combined with it. Maybe that's a thing. But even the classic flying eagles that we see, like on a Standing Liberty quarter, I find more interesting. And of course, my favorite eagles are probably all stylized, which is to say, and I think we did a video just about eagles on coins, but this stylized piece, which also might not look like an eagle looks like for all I know, right? I mean, I can tell you about lizards, but this is on the Lincoln Commem. So 4 years later, I'm still not sure exactly what to think. I think that there's things that I like and things that I don't like about the design change. And I still kind of think it would be interesting if they did something different every year. Now, I think that's probably a little bit too much to ask. And, I think that all we're going to get stuck with is different labels every year. But I think it would be interesting if, like the Chinese panda, they went ahead and gave us some design change annually. I just don't know exactly if the US Mint could pull that off with planchet redesigns and getting them going. But let me know your thoughts on these guys. Thanks for being here today. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.